good morning, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the She Myth Eliminator series. Haven't seen you guys for a few days. I feel like I haven't seen you guys for like ages and ages, and that sounds really weird, doesn't it? I haven't seen you because, I'm on a computer. I'm talking to you through a screen and I actually can't see you, but I know that there is a whole lot of people out there that will be watching this and that comment. So that's what I'm meaning by seeing you. So today I'm excited to be back here because I have got with me the amazing Zahrina Robertson, who is always full of energy. You'll hear about that in a moment. You'll just hear her energy and her enthusiasm for what it is that she does. But I just was having a little bit of a chat with her behind the scenes before we jumped on here, and she's like, "Oh, what exactly do you want me to talk about here?" So what is this show all about? Well, what I want to talk to people about is as you know, we've written the book, Vicky Helm and I have written the book, and yes, yay, my copy has arrived, The She Myth. And in the book, we talk a lot about the challenges and the adversity and the obstacles that women face on a daily basis, on a regular basis. And often we take all of those things on board and we start to attach them to ourselves and they become part of our identity. And as you move through the book, you will start to understand that a lot of the time that we do that unknowingly, they become kind of these silent saboteurs that can derail us. And so the book really is about kind of demystifying all of that, allowing you to see that there is this stuff that goes on. However, it's actually not you. And if you've been watching any of the previous interviews that I've been doing, you will have seen and heard me say that I'm seeing patterns everywhere of things that women are going through, but there's also some really specific things that women are doing to overcome the she myths and actually step into their power and move forward with strength, courage, vivaciousness, etc. So today I asked Zahrina to come here. I gave her a bit of a brief on this is what we talk about here. So she's going to tell us a little bit about her background and her story and what she's actually just doing at the moment. We're kind of in the trenches with her at this moment as she is starting to make some real fundamental changes to her life. So I want to say a huge big welcome to Zahrina. Welcome to the She Myth Eliminator story.
Thank you for having me, because I've got to say, I think a massive congratulations to you on your book. I mean, I've been a part of it for a while, and I'm really proud of what you've done and how you're doing it and how you're dealing with it all.
Thank you very much.
I love it. I love it. It's a great book. Great.
Thank you. Well, look, let's start with the Zahrina. I know that, you've had a colourful career. You've done so many things and you're in lots of different areas. So let's firstly talk a situation where you have felt like you weren't able to be yourself, because of these she myths that were going on, something that has prevented you from actually stepping in who you really were. Tell us about that.
There's just a bit of a lag, I think, but and I hope I'm not lagging in the stream. But there's something that's really been interesting in my career is that I haven't owned a couple of things, and it's only until recently that I went, oh, this is all part of my story, and I need to own it and move forward with it with gusto and energy and focus. So I think the biggest part I have when I first started up doing what I'm doing, which is branding people and helping. Mainly I started with women and ended up being with men and women, but helping women was a big part of and still is, always will be helping them feel really confident in their own body, their self, to absolutely bring out who they are in front of the lens. So the thing is that a lot of throughout my career, I've just focused on me being a photographer and videographer, and that was kind of it. And it was when my work speaks for itself, as in the end product. But what's important is your business and your brand and the woman and your myths and all this sort of thing, is that it's the stories that make us up, is that our competition doesn't have. And I think it's really important to your story, which is your brand story and your self story, your own story, is important. And it means so much to the people that want to resonate with you. So I guess my myth is that I've been really not owning some of the stories of my own, but the myth that I have for me is absolutely that, so my myth is, if I say to people I've got a marketing background, a corporate background, I used to work for Louis Vuitton, Moe Hennessy, so LVMH. If I say these things and then I say that I'm an artist as well, and I say that I'm a speaker, and then I say that I'm an author, I'm like, oh man, and I'm not just this pokey little photographer, right? Then people are going to get diluted by who or what I do. But it's who you are as a person. That is your story. That is who you are. And as I've gotten on doing my, my career of doing what I do, which I love, transforming people with their branding, is that you start to realize that people love you for who you are, but for all the different kind of interesting stuff around you of who you are. And I thought all that interesting stuff, like having a corporate background and working for corporate, like all these other things and studying marketing, was something that nobody really needed to know. I thought it was to me, it's just distracting. So, and I mean, to me, it's big and owning it. But the art part was the biggest myth. Like, I went, look, I'm doing this art, okay, people, and I'm liking it, and I'm enjoying it. But I'm not really pushing people to, it's just not, it's just there. But owning your myth and owning these concepts that we are a multifaceted human, or talented, is really important for the whole person, the whole soul, the whole story to move forward as a whole person. Do you know what I mean?
I totally know what you mean, and I find it really interesting and fascinating.
I'm saying we're hiding in the shadows about all of those things and thinking, no, people are going to dilute. Oh, what do you do? What do you do now? Well, no, go to my website, zahrinaphotography.com, and you'll see what I do now, but I'm owning it in my about page. Do you know what I mean? So people don't get some sort of like, oh, God, they go to the internet, oh, she does this or that. No, they see it that I'm owning it in story, and I'm owning my myth that I thought people were not going to really like dealing with me because they think I'm an artist or something. Because I never thought I was an artist, right? So I used to get interviewed a lot. I do get interviewed a lot. But before, like, say, for example, before I started owning things, right, I'm not an artist. I'm a photographer. What are you talking about? And and I never clicked that artistry and being an artist is also being a photographer. No, I do this. I'm a photographer. I'm not an artist. I didn't get it. It's so weird.
Well, I find it really fascinating, Zahrina, that you should say this, because this is not something that is isolated, obviously, to you. Often we go through life and we think as a woman, okay, well, I've got to have everything together. So what you're saying is, you thought that you had to have it all together, and you had to say, well, I am a photographer, and that's what I do, and that's what I specialize in. And therefore you discounted all the other things, all the other amazing talents that you had, to try and appease who you thought or to create the person that you thought your audience actually wanted, which was, you were trying to kind of be one-dimensional and discounting and discrediting everything else that you had done. And now you've got to the point where you actually realize that all of those wonderful things that you do actually make up the person, Zahrina Robertson, that you are today, that actually complement and enhance what you actually do. It's quite a really different, a really different way of looking at things, right? And it's a mindset shift. So what was the moment in time where you thought, hang on a minute, I need to make this change? Like, what happened for you to realize and understand that what you were doing previously, or what you were allowing to have happen, wasn't actually serving you well?
is because it was like coming out of the closet. When you know a secret and you hide onto it, it's like, oh God, hot sweats. I've got to tell someone about this or share something, or not like it was like I needed to. It was just that I'm going, how do I'm doing things. I'm doing I've got a corporate background. How are people connecting the dots out there? How are they? I just wanted to help people understand the reason of why I do what I do better than anyone else, doing it better in my way. But eliminating a question they have in their mind and go, how does she know so much about branding so well other than the camera? And why does she do what she does other than holding a piece of metal in her hand like a camera? Because I was hiding that missing block of that. I've actually studied marketing. I've actually got a branding background in corporate. I get it. But I just brought it to what I do, and I love it with great gusto and passion with the camera and, the lens. But I knew there was a disjoint. I was feeling a disjoint with, say, believability and credibility. And I think I needed to own that with that missing piece. And that's where that missing piece made the big part of my story better. And I owned it better to be able to have that credibility that I go, yeah, I've done this in the past. So I know what I'm talking about to help you. So it made me feel better in my heart and my soul. I was more solid about my offering and who I was as a person. So when you're having a conversation with somebody, it became a lot more flowy because I felt like I came out of the closet. And I feel
now you're like truly being your authentic self, right? It's you were saying, you feel as though you were keeping some secrets, and now it's kind of like the secret's out, like you're showing up, sharing all of you. And as a result of that, you're actually feeling better, and your clients are connecting with you, on a deeper level, and therefore businesses also increase. It's an interesting thing that when we step into our power and to our own authenticity as to who we really are, without hiding all of the things that we necessarily think are irrelevant or don't matter or that people shouldn't know about, or the skeletons in the closet, so to speak. When you show up and you're able to do that very authentically, then a massive shift happens, not only for your audience, but like internally for you. So I want to go here now. So in terms of, like, if you were to give the women that are watching today a piece of advice or a message that you would like to share, what message or piece of advice would you like to give them today?
I think that it is own all the bits of you in your story because it's your brand.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. And don't hide from that or what other people think, focus on this or, focus on yes. And share what is all of you, what you make you who you are and what you do and why you do things. Because I never thought of myself as a high-end, I never thought of myself as a creative. I didn't. I never, I just didn't. I just do things. I'm just me. I just do. I just be, right? And I just do stuff. I like to do things to push myself to the limits of what I want to try. And by doing that, it's a self-challenge, okay? So I challenge myself on doing better all the time and being better, trying different things and experimenting and doing it and seeing how far I can go with it. And it just happens that I'm really good at doing that and doing it well, but learning the pitfalls along the way. So I think that it's the learnings, it's the stories, it's the sharing, because when you do that, and what I've noticed is that the people that like me for my art, they tap into me for my art and they like that. And it's really nice because it's kind of like a different conversation, right? And it also makes a different conversation. It's a different engagement. And I'm sharing regarding my artwork, my paintings and stuff, is people appreciate it. I'm actually really quite overwhelmed by whenever I do something, people just talk like it and stuff like that. And they really deeply appreciate that I've shared it. And I'm actually really deeply appreciative that they like it. And I don't push anything, but I just share it. And yet there's the business side of the other side, holding the camera and storytelling, that I own, and I love it. And I think that with my own self and my own lessons is that I think that if you can own facets of yourself that you love and that you're passionate about, and you share that in your story and you share that as your brand, it's really strong. It's really powerful. And yeah, it's very powerful, because I can tell you one thing, because there are 1 million photographers out there, but there's only one photographer that does what I do and knows what I know and how to do what I do.
Absolutely, that's a great message to end on. Is letting everybody know that there is only one of you, and to differentiate yourself in the market. What do you need to be? You just need to be authentically you, because nobody else can be the you that you are. So what I want to do now is I just want to share with everybody this. So as you guys have seen, if you haven't already got yourself a copy of the She Myth book, then I would recommend you can head over to a couple of places. You go to Amazon.com if you're in the States, or to Amazon.com.au if you're in Australia and New Zealand. Now, you're probably wondering, why should I read this book? What is the benefit in reading this book? Well, I'm going to give you one today. One of the major benefits in you reading this book is that you are going to start to understand some of the she myths that may have been running through your head. And these are what we call the unhealthy stories that you have been creating, that you have been playing over and over and over again, that have probably prevented you from having the best life you could possibly have. So like Zahrina said, had she potentially read this book, many years ago, maybe she would have realized that actually I need to show up and bring all of me to the table, and imagine what would have happened then, because she would have the results that she's having now, 10 years earlier. So that is one of the major benefits that you are going to get from reading this book, is you are going to start being able to identify and rewrite some of the unhealthy stories that you've been telling yourself, so that you can start stepping into your power, living living as your authentic self, and living a happy and fulfilled life. That is what you are going to get. One of the benefits you are going to get, among many, there's many others. So if you hang around to other shows, I will share with you some of the other benefits, but that is one of the major benefits you're going to get by reading the She Myth book. And you will start to understand and realize that a lot of the stuff that's been going on in your head is actually not about you. And it will allow you to let it go and step forward and start living the life that you want. So that being said, I want to thank Robertson for being such a wonderful guest today. It's always a pleasure chatting with you, Zahrina, the pocket rocket, who's got loads of things going on and does amazing photography and videography, but also, like she said, she's an awesome artist too. So bring all of you to the table and go forth and live your best life you possibly can. And guys, I am likely to see you back here again tomorrow morning, but if I don't, join me on the Take a Stand show. I'm going to be talking about more things that help you to stand up, stand firm, and stand out in the world of business, in your family and in your life, at 10 a.m. Brisbane time this morning, the Take a Stand show. So I want to say thank you very much. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and I'll see you next time on another She Myth Eliminator story. Bye, everybody. Thanks, Zahrina.
Thank you.